Start out on this new road. No turning back. But we have our ancestors with us. We're gonna continue to dance with them. Dreaming them. Calling them. Being them. We are becoming what we were.
It is part of that Mayan prophecies.
7 triangles of light.
Keep walking. You are the spirit of Unaku. Keep walking. We the human, we are doing the spirit of Unaku.
People who say that the gods made them from corn. They planned their lives according to the heavens. Well-versed in astronomy, using a sophisticated mathematics, they calculated the movements of the night sky thousands of years into the past and thousands of years into the future. They knew that the universe moved in cycles. Their lives were ruled by the rhythms of the natural world, planting and harvesting, birth and death, just as the great tree of life emerges from the earth.
Always, they're connected. Science and religion.
In dreams, we learn from the Maya gods when to plant and when to harvest, when to set a fire, and when to do the corn ceremony.
What we're digging up, what we're coming up with is part of our history. And the men that lived here are some of the greatest men we've ever had. And it's the fact that we're getting to know more and more and more about the life of these people.
They still maintain their customs. They still maintain their ways of organizing their societies. And it's very exciting to see how much of the ancient Maya way of life is still alive as well.
Because American history does not begin in 1492 with Columbus. It begins in 200 BC with the first Maya king who wrote his name on a stone. What is happening now is the people who made these places, people like Yashpak or Bird Jaguar or Fakal, are getting back their voices. They are becoming real to us and speaking to the people of the 20th century about who built this place and why and what they felt and what they thought about the world. These are not anonymous people anymore.
You are the spirit of Unaku. Keep walking. We the human, we are doing the spirit of Unaku.
Yo, LA Natives.
LA Natives
Podcast. Las Aslan Natives podcast, man.
Super excited today because, man, again, my brother has come to share his medicine.
Back again.
Yeah, bro. We're building bridges, bro. Like in one of the hardest markets to crack, you're shining, bro. Thank you, bro. You're shining.
The one and only Dakota Bear, man.
Absolutely.
The host, man. It's an honor, bro.
And the tribe. Who's the rest of the brothers?
Yo, what's good, man? B-Some from the Musquecheese Cree Nation.
Oh.
Yeah.
Abuash Steno, Dukinyo, YB Dakota, Treaty 6 Territory, Paul's First Nation with Nimni.
The Lamback fam. The Lamback family from the prairies, bro.
Oh, ho. Hey, I heard something when I came in, and I don't know if it's okay with you, Dakota, but it kind of touched my heart to hear the brother singing.
Bless him, bro.
Please. You could do us a song?
Please.
All right. Let me set it up, though. I want all the LA natives right now to really kind of tune in a different way through your heart, because this brother's voice touched my heart as soon as I heard it. And it was a powerful, powerful, powerful thing for me. And I thought, what a good way to call in the intention, but through the languages of Turtle Island and the medicine it brings. So
bless him, bro.
There you go.
All right. It's right here. Okay, I was going through a hard time in my life, right? And I was going through addictions, alcohol, and all that stuff. The song just really, I've been hearing this song in my head. That's how I hear, that's how I connect with the Creator, right? And song, like every time I woke up in the morning, I was sick, you know, craving another bottle. And the song I kept hearing in my head. And I call it like, you know, the vibration picker up, or, you know, closer to the Creator. The Dakota prayer song. Me, I'm a Dakota, right? Where my ancestors are the Sioux people, right? So this is, I just named it Dakota prayer song.
Yeah, just put the mic as close to your
okay, bro. Oh no, bro.
He's gonna sing.
Yeah,
he's gonna sing. So.
You're gonna belt it out.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're gonna be louder, just kind of like.
All right. All right. It's good. It's good. All right. Ade waka makpeya ta nigene ishnish menio makuche ishnish aba makuche chichi bashin waka ishnish pilman. That was actually that wasn't my song. That was the Dakota song that came out the way it's supposed to be, I guess. You know. So, but yeah, yeah. Thank you, Shnish.
Beautiful, brother.
Yo, thank
that
you.
was dope, man.
Matli, thank you so much for sharing your language with us, for sharing your language with our community out there in Las Aslan, LA Natives podcast.
Show some love in the comment section, man. I know there was a lot of people watching and listening. What you guys think?
Yeah,
let us know,
absolutely.
man. That was beautiful, man.
It was
beautiful, bro.
Now, this is the cool thing about this podcast is that the diversity and the levels of people, right? Like some dude. When I heard that song when I was walking in, I was like, man, it's an amazing thing to be able to sing in your own language. You know, and then when I heard you sing it, I was like, wait, you got to check yourself because we're going through a journey here, right? So I always try to stay sharp. I was like, but it is our language, and I'm feeling it through him. So maybe I don't know it, but maybe in 3 years I do. Yeah. Maybe in 2 years I do, depending on what my hunger is to want to know that tongue and language. So thank you for sharing because it's inspiring.
We're just vessels, right? We're just vessels for the Creator, right?
Oh.
So that connection was from Creator to you, right?
Yeah.
That was the beauty of our songs. That's the beauty of our songs, you know. So everything, like all our songs, you know, we don't make them up, you know. Everything comes from spirit.
Yeah.
Ade waka, you know. So
wow,
it's always a blessing, but to share and also connect with people. You know, like maybe like what you said, you know, a couple of years down the road, you'd be like, boom, that's what that meant.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, in time.
And that's true to me. That's true land back.
Yeah.
To me, that's true land back, right? I'm from this part of Turtle Island, and now I know your language. And now we're sharing thoughts, and now we're sharing music, and now we're sharing merchandise, and now we're sharing my hometown. So I just want to welcome you guys.
Oh, thank you.
With all my heart. Thank you for bringing this event to Los Angeles. It's memorable because it's not corporately backed. This is an independent effort. So whoever shows up on April 15th is going to get mad love from Dakota Bear and I, Dreezus, Silver Junkie.
Tickets are in our bio link on Instagram, bio link on Dakota Bears. Everywhere on Instagram, we're giving away free tickets too. So
free tickets.
Comment in the section if you guys want some free tickets, man. It's coming up April 15th, Saturday, all age event.
Yes.
In the heart of Los Angeles.
In a cool part of Los Angeles because it's kind of like the artsy.
Yeah, right down by 6th Street Bridge. You can see the bridge.
Yeah. It's like private party kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, so if you know about this event, look, the powerful part about this event, Dakota, in my opinion, is that it's natives, bro, like res natives, you know, connecting with the detribalized and still connected, right? We're still connected in our own way, in our best way we can, right? And that's why making these alliances and having these community gatherings bring us that much closer together to finding or making those connections and really getting land back in terms of our own perception of what land is. Streets, cities, those things are man-made, imposed on us.
100%.
Right? But when we get back to just being family, we can have land back in the mountain. We can have land back at the beach. We can have land back everywhere, you know what I mean? I think it's a much more powerful, at least this is just, I'm just sharing what that means to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's far more than getting a contract from a white man that says, okay, here's a little piece of land back, you know? Yeah. For me, it's the perception. If we bust their perception, then we have our land back.
It's also, you know, obtaining the land, you know, but it's going back to the land too, because anyone can go back to the land. The land is all around us. You know, we've been, our minds, because of colonialism in the Western world point of view, have been like poisoned with the ideologies of how they view the world, capitalism, imperialism, greed, all of these things, and we got displaced and disconnected from the land for so long, and that's a lot of us, you know, in the urban cities. We had lost that connection, but are reconnecting, doing whatever that we possibly can to reconnect. That's a part of land back, is being able to go back to the land, appreciate the land, get in sync with the land, honor ourselves, getting our children back, getting our culture back, getting our languages back.
Yeah.
That's a part of land back, and it means different things to different people. But I think we can all agree, you know, that it's that reclamation,
yeah,
you know, of our indigenous spirits.
Absolutely.
As warriors, you know, and we do different things, you know, because Dakota, you know, YB Dakota, peace, I'm coming down from the prairies, myself, you know, in our contributions to land back, you know, because we're not just hip hop artists, you know, we're not just performers, we're not just there to perform for you or entertain you. You know, this is a real movement that we're a part of as indigenous people collectively, globally. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Making our contributions, you know, we're doing it in this format and in a more modern way, like in a more modern platform, but we also do the work in our own ways.
Yes.
Peasum's going to school to be a lawyer, you know. YB Dakota has been holding down the 215 because of unmarked graves in Canada, right? Since that happened, vigils been popping up all over, right? To honor them and to raise awareness around that. And
living in teepees downtown.
And he's been living in a teepee downtown for 2 years to protect the village, the vigil, because people will come try and mess with that vigil, bro. And then you got him coming out, you know, and then he handles it. You know what I mean? Well, why don't you talk a little bit about the vigil downtown, bro? Some of the work that you've been doing down there.
Yeah, bro. It's just like. You know, it's been a really blessing to be down there, you know, to protect the matriarch. She was asking for, shout out Des. I don't know, I ended up there one time because I seen her update on a post saying, you know, she needed warriors. village needs somebody. Nobody's coming, you know. There's like all these drunk colonizers. They're all coming here and telling me, shut it down. No one cares. You guys are liars. All this shit, you know, going off. So I was like, I wasn't having that, you know. And then I went there, and I just stayed there. I just found a connection there. I found a peace there. Living in a teepee downtown Vancouver, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just.
But that's what I mean about. That's what I mean about the perception of that. Like no one's stopping you, and sometimes people are trying to break your perspective and going, "You're wasting your time. This is a silly." But in your mind, in your perspective, you're living like the ancients, in my opinion, because you're putting your foot down and you're saying, "I'm staying right here."
Yeah.
Land back. Is occupying and reclaiming that space, right, to raise our awareness, and you have every right to do so.
Absolutely.
It's about controlling the narrative too, right?
Yeah.
Like we gotta reclaim that narrative too, right? It's about learning and unlearning, learning our ways, reclaiming our ways, right, and unlearning those ways that we've been conditioned to think in, right? Breaking down those perceptions, breaking down that narrative, and creating a new one and controlling it. You know, taking control of that for ourselves, right?
There's been a movement, man, lately, right, Dakota? Like, just a lot of cats are exploding out of their usual shell when it comes to, in my opinion, the indigenous hip hop community. Yes. Like, you know, I'm a hip hop journalist, and it hasn't been
one of the best, bro.
And it hasn't been, you know, I've never seen so many artists that quote unquote title themselves or label themselves as indigenous hip hop artists. You know, there's so many great ones too, dude. A lot of dope ones, and a lot of trash ones too.
And it never used to be a thing, you know. Like back in the day, everybody just wanted to be hip hop artists. They didn't want to be a part of the indigenous scene because the way we were perceived, right? And then, you know, along the way, that changed. We start to regain that pride.
It's not
back,
even a
right?
label that any artist sometimes, you know, because you could get pigeonholed and shit like that in any little label, right? If you're a trap artist or blah 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 blah. But honestly, I fuck with the artists that embrace it because ultimately, you know, they embrace the term underground hip hop, you know, because Dakota is an underground hip hop artist and he's one of the dopest indigenous hip hop artists. You know what I'm saying?
The way
it's just we're all part of that battle. Respect. You know what I'm saying? Just get over a hill and over a step, and we're just growing.
Yeah, like the way I see it is that, you know, in the early 90s, we saw Public Enemy take, you know, pride in being African. And we were like, yeah, and we started doing it too. And we're like, but wait, we're not African. We're indigenous. And then you go back to the story of indigenous and it's only conquering, reservations. But if you really look at the big macro sense of it, the last natives that were conquered was in the 1800s. And that was the late 1800s, which is not very long. So they didn't conquer us for 500 years. Because we still stood our ground. There were people that were building a teepee all over California going, nah, I'm not leaving. I'm going to fight you. I'm going to, you know, protecting whatever they felt was the last straw. But then I go back into the science and prophecies of the Aztecs and the Mayas and the ancient Mesoamerican cultures. They said it was over and there was nothing we were going to be able to do. But they also said that we would remember. And I think that's what we're doing as hip hop artists and sharing our story is we're remembering that we have an old spirit that has been here for thousands of years, not hundreds of years. That's why 500 years was a blink of an eye in the scope of time, and especially in the way they keep time, because they have no concept of time. So that's what we infused into the hip hop thing. And that's why it was like, kind of weird not to see people that were into it. They wanted to be hip hop artists, which was more of a mainstream narrative. Like you have to be commercial in that sense, you know, because no one wants to hear the story of genocide, rape, and displacement. But we do. And we're the fucking majority.
But we're speaking that truth to power. Right? You know, that's what we're bringing back.
How do you guys like LA, Dakota? You've been here several times. You've rocked several venues out here, several dope ass shows. You know what I'm saying? Like,
honor, man.
like, how how important is Los Angeles, the market of Los Angeles, is to you?
Well, it's crazy because like we all come from similar upbringings, right? Like our families have struggled through addictions and residential schools, and we never had a lot growing up. Like we couldn't picture ourselves leaving the inner city trenches or the trenches of our communities. Like even going as far as like Vancouver when I was younger, it's just like it's you're in survival mode. You're not thinking about that. You got dreams, you're working towards them, but once those things start to unfold, it hits differently because you know how far you've come. You know how far like you survived. So you're not only just doing this for yourself, but we have so many friends and family members that have passed on that should be here with us, a part of this crew, that are only here now in spirit because we don't make it out. We don't make it past those addictions, past the traumas, the jail cells, but we did. So this is more important than ever. It's it just hits differently, bro. Yeah. Being able to cruise and experience this and bringing these guys, it's because my family members, man. We come from that same struggle. And what's it been like for you, man? What's it been like for you guys coming out here, bro?
It's been a real blessing, man. Watching things unfold. One of the things I always say is that Creator provides. The universe provides. When you put that energy out there, the universe is gonna listen, right? As long as in your heart you know that it's true. And so, this relationship we have here, Dakota comes from Big Bear, Mistai Musqua, and Big Bear was I come from Chief Bobtail, right? Giskayo, and he comes from Sam Bird, late Sam Bird, a very powerful medicine man, very powerful Dakota, well-known medicine man, and we can actually trace our connections back to where we come from, and we're reliving that. We're rebuilding those connections, and a lot of that, like those things, they go to sleep for a bit, but we're awakening them, right? One skull, we're waking that spirit up. We're making those connections again. So to come down here, be building connections with our southern relatives, it's a real blessing. It's a real honor to be able to come down and connect with our brothers.
Absolutely. I mean, Los Angeles, in the scope of
Las Aslan.
Yeah, in the scope of promoting anything. Let's just take it as the city that promotes things and that things get birthed out of here. Like as far as religions and cults or whatever, we have a powerful network, and that's been stories from the Quiche and the Tongvas and shout out to the original people of this territory,
Yes,
which is the Chumash as well. They all knew that this place was super special, that these coasts and the life that it creates right here, it was just a medicine place. But it's kind of like having a fountain that gives you things, and the colonials took advantage of it, and they take advantage of it. I mean, it's summer here most of the year. It's just always good weather. We don't know what it's like to be in real cold when, where you're
the prairies,
Saskatchewan. I've been there once.
Dog sleds.
Yeah. So this is just the environment and the climate. Yeah. Gets you to. Now we're here. We're the poor people from this area. If we were in your territory, we'd be on the res. The res is our projects. Right, or the designated areas. Like there was Bishop. There was 3 communities where Dodger Stadium was that just got displaced. They were just like kicking them out. They owned land. They actually owned the homes, but they claimed eminent domain to put that stadium there. And once they put that stadium there, boom, our spaces got smaller and smaller. So instead of having a reservation, I've been hearing from the stories from the old OGs from Whittier Boulevard. Shout out Ernie, that we used to have to live confined in blocks. Like, you can't pass this block, because if you pass this block, you're either going to get beat up by a Russian or arrested. So you had to live within a 3-block radius. You could not cross over, and it was serious consequence. Now, we were rebellious, so we did cross over, and we got arrested, and we got into fights, and that's where the lowrider, cholo, Zooter, quote-unquote gang member started happening, is that we had to protect ourselves. So that's this story over here. You know, so with that story, as you know, it's been a worldwide story through the movies that were created here. So now we have that power too. They don't know nothing here. They have not been here for thousands of years. We need to harness that energy. And that's what I feel Land Back is doing. Because they're bringing out brothers who have heart. And that's where you have to really navigate like with a knife in this town.
Now look,
You know
we're peaking right now. We got a lot of people tuning in. Make sure you guys share this video, like it, leave a comment, subscribe to our YouTube channel. But most importantly, man, Saturday, April 15th, Land Back, Los Angeles, with Dreezus, Dakota Bear, The Sober Junkie, Zero, and many more. Shout out to Polka One.
Shout out.
Decolonial Clothing.
Yep.
Mananali Superfoods.
Land Back Records.
Look, Dakota, let people know what to expect going into this event.
It's like a warm up,
Yes.
you know, to the Indigenous Peoples Day LA festival.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You came through last year and you felt the energy, you felt the medicine, you know, North and South, Eagle and the Condor flying together again. You know, this is prophecies, bro. Like, this is more than music, you know, this is collectively coming together and combining our energy and our medicine, you know, and that's what Land Back in Los Angeles, this is more than just like the hip hop show, you know, this is more than just us. We bring so much more than just performance, you know, because we're showcasing our not only our art and our talent, but our culture, our languages, you know, who we are as Indigenous people. So, you know, of course, we got to bring out the vendors, you know, that's revitalizing Indigenous economies, you know, because we weren't just banging stones together like the colonizers put in their little textbooks when they pulled up, like everything, every road, every street was already there, you know, and that's our trade networks, our trade routes.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to Jenny for organizing those vendors.
And shout out to the vendors. Malinali Superfood. Shout out to vendors, Decolonial Clothing Co. That's revitalizing Indigenous economies, and that's powerful, you know. That's that Land Back shit. Showcasing our talents, our arts, you know, who we are. That's what you're gonna experience coming to the Land Back show in Los Angeles, April 15th. And I got some bros coming down, you know, they're coming down. Dreezus, the Sober Junkie, and these guys right here, you know, YB Dakota, sharing his medicine. Peace him, follow them both on Instagram. He's a hip hop artist as well. Absolutely. And we're going to be sharing our music and our story. But it's important, like I say to people, you know, because my wife, she does traditional hand drumming and singing and dancing as a fancy shawl dancer. But when we're up there, we're not just performing, you know, that's revitalizing our culture, because in the 1950s, she would have got thrown in jail for doing that. She would have got her regalia confiscated, thrown in jail, and our practices had to go underground, because obviously we're still practicing them there, so they survive through that, right? But it's just so much more, and I think that's what's beautiful about our events is it's more than just the music or a musical event, you know, or a live show. It's that medicine. We truly are bringing that medicine, and we put that medicine first. And I think that's, you know, a big reason behind the successes that we're experiencing is because we truly put that first. We're really about that.
Yeah,
we're really about the shit.
Yeah,
we're not just
absolutely.
rapping about it, making songs called Land Back and whatever, and just rapping about. We're actually about this shit and trying to figure out ways to uplift and amplify the work that's being done, but also the work that we're doing, so we can collectively push forward, you know, in this movement.
Well, I mean, the people that held power in ancient Mexico, I reference them because I don't have a tribe. I can't tell you that my grandfather's this and that. So I'll go back to the origin of what I feel is the origin of Turtle Island and the concepts of it, right? But the people in that community, you know who the leader was, or the mayors, or what we call what the whites call emperor or king, but really we're speakers. They couldn't say anything without the elders. What the elder was trying to convey, the person put it into eloquent words for the rest of the people, and that's all he was. Yeah. But they confused that as an emperor, and he wasn't. They had to get guidance from the elders. There was a system, but the people that were in power, they were poets.
100%.
Poets. poets held the highest ranks in our society because they were the most eloquent. They understood spirit because it came out of their voice. It came out of the way they talked. So it doesn't surprise me that the poets are here, the singers are here, and we're putting that energy to doing exactly what that system tried to do. The reason you got thrown in jail for banging your drum was they were trying to completely annihilate your wisdom or connection. But it's 2023, and we say it the loudest.
Yes, sir.
And your wife continues to sing her songs with bravery.
Yes,
so they didn't accomplish their goal, and they had enough time, and now it's our turn.
Can't break those spirits.
Absolutely.
Can't break those spirits. We're building a new language here, you know. We're waking up that old trade language. You know, we used to speak that common tongue, Chinook.
Yeah.
You know, with our economies, right? You know, we're doing that again. We're just kind of adapting.
Absolutely.
Adaptability, bro.
That's
and creating relationships, because this doesn't happen overnight.
No.
And for it to be solid and never, I mean, at least the perspective of ancient Mexico is never forever. It's infinite, but it's not like hold on to this forever because things change. Seasons change.
We got a word for that in our language.
Yeah.
Wakotu, and you know, it's like it's infinite. The universe, that interconnectedness, that energy.
Say that again.
Wakotuin.
Oh, thank you for sharing.
It's that interconnectedness is infinite.
Absolutely.
It's absolutely infinite.
But we don't hold on in a sense that this is going to be me forever. Eventually, I'm going to go and disappear into the wind, right? Just like hundreds and thousands of our greatest. We can't remember the thousands of great warriors or great poets or great leaders that have existed on Turtle Island. But we do get inspired by them through the ether. We don't know what their power is after death. We think death is over. It's not even over, not to our perspective. Yamas actually get more powerful. They took that concept from us, that Star Wars shit. They took it from us because we were humble enough to understand energy and realms. Right? The tree was special for us because the roots were in the earth. The trunk was in the middle ground, and the top of it was in the celestials. And we traveled through those realms up and down. So if we travel through those realms up and down, and if we've been here for thousands of years, then this is an easy problem to solve because we use our heart medicine, we use our language, and we use our economy. And that's what we're doing here. I'm back.
Bro. I'm back. Listen, got some tickets, man. Tickets. Yo, you can call in. You can call in.
Yeah, they have to call in to get those tickets because we've been trying to get people to call in.
Okay.
Look, the number is
you guys, here's the way we're going to give them. If you agree, this is what I suggest. You guys can improve it if you like, but they have to ask you guys a question, right? They have to call in, ask you guys a question, and make that question count. Lost Aslan, make that question count. LA Natives Podcast, but we got brothers that know their language, they know their lineage, and they have an open heart and an open mind to share. Because that's what I've come to figure out in the last week. To be indigenous is to be a person who knows how to share. A rich person wasn't the one that had the most, but the one that shared the most. I have abundance. I'm that clever on this planet. That's a rich person. There we go.
Caller.
Let me get this brother set up real quick.
Let's go. We got our first caller. He's about to get himself a ticket. Let's go, baby.
Oh. Nah, it's all good, brother. Hold on. Yo, can you hear us? Yo. Oh, brother, welcome to the show, man. You know what? This is an open platform. This platform is for you, man. At the LA Natives Podcast, Las Aslan Natives Podcast is for you, right, Zero?
That's right. It's our community. It's a global community. It's a community that holds perspective in the indigenous ways.
So, what were you going to say?
Hello. I'm too nervous to even be on the show.
You got this, bro. You're already here. You're already on, bro. Let's go.
You're meant to be, bro.
Any questions?
Yeah.
No, thank you for allowing me to have a space to feel proud.
Oh man, hey bro, that's deep right there, right, Zero?
Absolutely.
How do you feel about that?
Well, once we break the colonial perspective, we understand that, you know, this is all an illusion, you know, and when we break that illusion and start replacing and filling the cup with sharing medicine, sharing language, sharing economy, sharing, then our reality just clicks. You know, like
100%, bro.
one time I said on the podcast, spring is inevitable. It's just inevitable. No, I have not met any scientist, algorithm, robot, Elon Musk that could stop spring or summer or winter or fall. These are inevitable events. And our awakening, our reclaiming, our reintegrating and sharing will break any colonial ties that they have to us.
Yo, my man, are you from LA? Do you want some tickets to the event this coming Saturday?
Yes.
Oh,
You're from LA? Yo,
I am from LA.
I got not one, but I'm feeling generous. I got 2 tickets for you.
Oh,
bro. Let's go.
Let's
What's
go,
your name,
bro.
What's
Hey,
your name?
yo, DM us on Instagram. Give us your information, bro, and then I'll go ahead and put you on the list.
Let's go.
Dakota got you a +1 right there. 2 tickets waiting for you, brother.
Hey, what's your name, brother?
For sure, man. Instagram name, I go by Obscure
Okay.
Luminous.
Absolutely. Yo,
You got free
LA Davis
tickets.
podcast. Just DM us, bro. I got you.
10-4. I understand. It feels good.
Thank you, brother.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
All right. So anybody else want tickets? You got to call in.
Call in.
Call
Don't
in.
be shy.
Hey, so how's your
Show
road
some
been
love.
since we last seen each other? Like you got some
Yo,
new
yo,
music,
hold on,
you-
Zero. We have someone on the line. Yo,
Someone
yo.
else. Damn, you're hot today, bro. You're like, damn, can you be a part of our show every?
I gotta just move down here, bro.
Yo, who's on the line?
Yo, this is Tehran. What's up, Dakota Bear?
What's
Head
up,
on.
man, bro?
What's
It's
up,
head
head
on.
How you been?
I think he's gonna call in for some tickets.
What's up, head on? Welcome back, brother.
You got a question, head on? It got to be a good. You got to get an extra good question, dude. Because you know,
I do.
you have to get an extra good question. So you got the panel right here. Mi casa es su casa, man. My house is your house, brother. So this is open. So
Respect.
right here.
Thank you.
Hit him with the questions. Oh, did he hang up?
Hello.
Yes, you're
There you
back.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, I got 2 questions.
Zero.
Damn.
The first question, as an activist myself and a community organizer myself, I want to ask you from that perspective, why is it important for you that it's not just land back a record label, it's not just land back the staple on the hoodie? Why is it, why does it have to be boots on the ground for your people and to march with them and to be out there with them?
That's a good question, bro. So colonialism it's multifaceted, the issues that we face, and so are the issues that we face, but so are the solutions to the problem. So when you're talking about front lines, there's many front lines. Like being right on the ground, that's a front line. Relearning your language, bro, that's a front line. Being there for your kids after your family has been cursed through residential schools and addictions, that's the front lines. So we as young people, as indigenous people have an important job to do. That's why I say I'm not just an artist, I'm not just a musician. I see this as a platform, as a vehicle to drive the messages that our ancestors have been fighting for since colonialism.
Yes.
So for us, it's giving that in support in any way that we possibly can and acknowledging the ones that are on the front lines and the many different front lines that there is, And we do that just by amplifying, by sharing, by telling their stories, by bringing them on, by lifting them up, letting them be a part of it, because it's a collective movement. Land back's not the only indigenous movement. There's an indigenous movement collectively of all of us globally, because we only make up 5% indigenous people of the total population in the entire earth, but we protect 80% of the earth's biodiversity, bro. Wow. Fucking 80%.
Yeah.
That's all the forest, the ocean. 80%. That's the power, that we hold, and we're just sharing the medicine, And this event's just doing it through music.
I like the way you said that taking care of your kids, or maybe in those little scenarios, is land back. It's exactly what I feel land back is, because you could be even Christian. As long as you love your kids and you're directing them in the good way, you know what I mean? You don't have to follow our way, you know what I mean?
It's nurturing, bro.
Yeah.
It's about that nurturing.
It's accepting, yeah. It's accepting everything. Like, hey, this is where he's at. This is where you're at. That's cool, but this is where I'm at. This is what I've chosen, And as long as we're in consensus that taking care of the kids is the priority, you could be whatever you want, right?
Children back, bro.
But I love that concept, Dakota, and that's why I think we work together so naturally. And it's like we have to do our best in whatever capacity that we are in. I'm in Los Angeles. You can make podcasts, videos, movies, whatever. Why wouldn't I showcase the most important people in Turtle Island? And those people are the people from the reses, to be introduced to the detribalized side of things. In our perspective, and how similar it is, because we too have to fight addictions. That's how they dealt with us in this area, was through heroin. So a lot of our dads and grandpas were heroin addicts, So go for it. Did he call back? Is that what it is? You're on the line. Who's this? Yo, we're like blowing up, Dakota. You're like bringing in everybody.
Let's go, man. Just a good medicine, bro.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. It's a powerful thing to just take ownership of the story of what happened to us, because it wasn't a conquering story. We struggled. Yeah, we went through things, but look at us now,
It's a resistance.
Absolutely.
It's a story of resistance.
What is it to you? You share. What does this land back mean to you?
To me, man, it's about resistance. It's about resilience. It's about decolonization. It's about reclamation, right? And it's about, a lot of people think, when we take this land back, we're just going to try evict everybody.
Right.
It's not about that. And it's about building and making space for our people that's safe for our people.
Absolutely.
It's for the people, by the people. We're not just doing this out here doing shows. We're back home doing community work. We both have not-for-profits that we're doing this work through.
Sweet.
Absolutely.
And it's all about taking that back, controlling the narrative, hitting the system from every angle that we can, right? That's why I'm going into law, right?
Yeah.
Yo, Heron, are you back?
Yeah, I am. I'm right here. I'm on the line.
How'd you like that answer?
Oh man, that's good. I really, it went beyond what I expected. So that's good. To me as an activist, as a community organizer, I love that you put that, up in the front lines, and I love that you. And that video is always inspiring.
Also too, what people I don't know if they know this, but you're a grassroots organizer. It's not just organizing events and concerts. I mean, you are a big leader in the community for the residential school findings.
Absolutely.
And let me ask you guys this.
Zero. But before we move forward, I think we have someone else on the line.
Someone else.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, man? What's your question, brother?
I don't have a question, but a big shout out to Zero and Dakota Bear. I'm George Cannon. I don't know if you guys remember me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What's good, bro?
What's up, George?
Hey, I'm a big supporter, and I enjoy your fucking shows. I'm sorry if I can cuss on this podcast.
Okay, bro.
You can say whatever you want, brother.
But
People are excited for this event.
Yeah, you guys are dope, man.
Thank you.
I'm excited.
Yeah. No.
Okay, so are you from LA? Do you want some tickets to the event?
Oh, hell yeah. I'm down.
Oh, Dakota, dog. Are you feeling generous today?
I'm feeling generous. We got 2 tickets.
2 more.
For
all right,
you,
George, you're in, brother.
Oh,
Yo, George, DM us your information on the LA Natives Podcast Instagram. We got you. I'll go ahead and get you those tickets.
All right. right, thanks, man, and I can't wait
Much
to
love,
see
bro.
you guys, man.
All right, my
there,
brother.
bro. We'll see you there.
We'll see you Saturday.
Show.
We'll see you Saturday, brother.
All right, cool.
Okay, Heron, we still got you, brother.
Yeah,
So,
Can I?
yeah,
ask
go
my
ahead,
second
man.
question?
And but Heron, I have a question for you, bro. How do you feel about this event?
I feel well. That's kind of where my second question is going towards too. But I feel good to see the brothers, making that trip all the way from their homelands down here and making that connection. And to me, it's the seventh generation coming forward and connecting once again as relatives. And that's where my question goes. Why is it important for you, Dakota Bear, and for your team? Why is it important to make that travel to come down here and connect with the folks down here in LA? Why is that so important for you?
It's the eighth fire, bro. We just follow in those prophecies, man, and we're poor, pitiful people. We don't know anything. We're just following this journey, everything that's put in front of us, and we listen to the old ones, to what they say, and we follow it with the path that's put in front of us. We come, and that's what it's all about. It's about that connection. It's relighting, our ways, our relationships, our languages, our culture, and sharing that with everybody. It's that eighth fire in our hearts.
It's to inspire the youth, spark the next generation of warriors, So indigenizing, decolonizing, that's what we're on.
Well, you're gonna inspire the future, the people that are back at the prairies right now. Those kids, those 14-year-olds. We're gonna build a space for them to come down here. We'll have a nice warehouse. We'll have some sort of the detribalized people. I say that, but we're the ones that had to go through the darkness to find ourselves, and that was the utmost prophecy of Demok, where he said that the children of the children of the children of the children will remember, and we remember through our blood. And now it's our turn to create a space where all tribes are welcome, so that we can learn all the languages that we used to know. Because when you came from Mesoamerica, you knew everybody's language, because you went all the way up to Canada and back. So
we smoke pipe.
Yeah,
and this is facts.
And we're doing that work. That's the main thing, is that we're doing that work, right? And just like trauma can spread through our blood, so can healing. Right?
Absolutely.
So when we come and make these connections, we're healing with each other. That's a lot of our music. That's what it's about. We're healing through music, and we're trying to
I feel
share
the power,
that,
bro. This is an intense podcast, and we're not even being rah-rah, because it's all heart medicine.
Yeah.
And the people in the podcast, everybody who's listening right now to Alienators podcast, this one should be replayed when you feel sad. This episode should be replayed when you feel weak, because these brothers have medicine and power. These brothers all collectively, we become one force of healing, right? Of healing, because we have the right to heal. Nothing should stop that.
One of the most powerful things I've ever heard is that power flows through us, not to us. Power flows through us, not from us.
Yeah.
It's like my brother Dakota said here earlier, we're vessels.
Yeah.
100%, bro.
We're just channeling that
Absolutely.
power.
Being open.
These systems think they have power, but all they have is an imposed authority.
Absolutely.
That's not power.
Yeah.
Power is what we got in here.
Yeah. It's I love indigenous ways, because people don't understand that the ceremony is science.
Yep. Yep.
The ceremony
We're
is
ahead of
science.
biology, bro.
Big
We're ahead of
time.
them.
Like,
We're ahead of the scientists, bro.
Exactly. What people think that a white coat lab guy and he's a great scientist. No. We took the observation of nature, created a science that created a ceremony and a spirituality.
Yeah.
And the art is the reflection of that.
When science is just there to exploit our knowledge.
Yeah.
All of the pharmaceuticals are made from, that's indigenous
Our plant
knowledge.
medicine.
That's our plant medicine, man. It's just another tool of colonization,
Facts.
Yeah.
Tell them, please.
Yeah.
Down with that social Darwinism, that they thought about it in a different way.
I think, and that's what we want to inspire those young individuals in the prairies who feel like they're trapped or they can't get out. You got brothers on this side, on the West Coast, in Los Angeles in particular that are going to create a center, and then maybe we can make an exchange, where they can come out and they don't ever feel trapped because we have the resources and the knowledge to do that.
Look, guys, we're going to give away one more pair of tickets. We got a jam-packed house, man.
Let's go.
We know there's a lot of people tuning in, right, Dakota? Like, we see all the stats right here, man. Feel free to call in.
Tons of people.
The phone number is right on the screen. If you guys want a pair of tickets to the Land Back event going
pairs,
down
we're in the
April
last
15th with Dreezus, with Dakota Bear, the Sober Junkie, Zero.
Esom, YB Dakota, Polka One, Magdalena, hosted by Talali, Casey, Saval the Native, plus special guests, man.
Just call that number on the screen and the tickets are yours.
Before I go, I just want to thank you guys for coming down here, for making those travel, for making the sacrifice. I know it's always a sacrifice to leave your homeland and your loved ones. And just thank you for making that connection, and thank you for bringing your medicine.
Yeah, thanks for calling, Head On. I really appreciate it, brother. Yeah, there's some really dedicated folks that are dedicated to the store Malinali with the nutrition, the ancestral nutrition.
I'm looking forward to that, bro.
Oh, bro, I'm
big on that.
He's vegan, bro.
I'm big on that, bro. So like most of what I do is plant based. I only eat wild meat.
Nice.
So I'm big on trying to reclaim the diet because those spirits, the spirits of those animals, they're traumatized animals, Sure. And so like I'm always trying to be aware of the energy I'm bringing in, right?
Right.
What I'm consuming, right? We always got to be aware of what we consume, what we see, what we hear, what we put in our bodies, right? And so food is a big part of that.
Yeah.
Food sovereignty is a big part of taking back that ancestral sovereignty.
That's a good point because, prior to the new year, I did the Nemothemi, and people have heard of that. But real quickly, like when you have power over food through nutrition, then now you really can travel freely. Yeah. Because, I intermittent fast pretty much the whole year. Yeah. And then I fast for 5 days every year. Yeah. But I don't do that without the minerals. Yeah. Right? So I take heavy minerals.
Bro only eats like once a day.
Yeah, I try to keep that diet like most of the year because it keeps me in this.
Sundance every year.
That's why. Now I know why the electricity is.
We all do ceremony.
It's almost Sundance time.
We all do ceremony.
Absolutely, I knew it. It was just like buzzing,
that's the most important part.
Yeah,
sacrifice.
That's where our governance is.
Absolutely. So what I've come to figure out is that when you eat at a bio level, when you're feeding your blood cell, and you treat your blood cell correctly, it has tons of information.
Yeah, 100%.
Tons of information.
Tap into that.
But if you're unhealthy and you're eating lots of meats, cheeses, breads, coffees, then your cell's going to be weak and it's going to be hard to remember. Doesn't mean that the memory's gone. You can't erase the memory. You can't erase the experience. That's how we do this, man. We're here to just change things. There's no more asking. There's no more protesting about it. It's just about implementing now. And
we ain't protesters, we protectors.
There you go. There you go.
Get them.
So Dreezus is coming. That's cool, man. I'm glad
Dreezus is coming, bro.
That's gonna be fun. Because we tried to get him out here for a couple of years, and now he's here.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope. We working on some stuff, man. Me and Dreezus.
Here in LA.
This is for the past year, bro. Like it's not like public, but we got some stuff.
Nice. You guys make Circles was fire, bro. If you haven't heard Circles, LA natives, man, go hear it. Go hear Dreezus. Go hear Dakotas, and then the brothers right here that I just got introduced.
Peace and wine, be Dakota in the building.
Yo, I think we have another caller. Yo,
let's go.
Hello.
Let's go.
Yo, what up? It's Chris.
Yo, Chris.
What's up?
What up?
Guys? Sorry, it's kind of weird watching this and trying to talk at the same time. How you guys doing? What's up?
Good, bro. We're good, man.
We blessed, bro.
This is my fucking show, baby.
Thank you. Yo, do you want some tickets to the event?
Actually, nah, bro. Give those tickets to somebody that deserves them. I got an event this weekend. You guys put it such a last moment that, I already dropped money on this event I'm working at, but, give it to somebody that needs it, that needs that message,
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, bro. But thank you for calling in, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for calling in.
Yeah,
sir.
you know, I
Do
just
you
want to say
have- do you
I
have a-
appreciate everything that you guys do, man. Like, you know, like as Zero said, you know, like I'm a detribalized native, and it's hard for me to, you know, for so long I thought I was, oh, you're Chicano, you're Latino, you know, but when I feel it in my blood, you know, and you guys give me hope to like want to find who I am, you know, listening to all the guys up in Canada, like, you know, rocking
Inspiring.
the set, dude. You and Okima always at shows,
Word,
showing
bro.
the earth, you know, like the youth, man. That's where it's at, you know. Like it's a blessing to have this, you know, to finally find out like who we are, you know. And Zero, man, you showed me so much love, brother. You know, so much love, dude. Like very much respect, dude. It's an honor, like being in your presence. Everything you and Malinali do for me, you and Jenny, you and Mondo, like you know, this community, like it's giving me a home. Like my family were distant, you know, but when I'm there at Malinali doing plant based, you know, I feel the love. I feel that, you know, it's fucking amazing.
Love is far more powerful than what they brought here. You know, they just tortured kids and they made us believe that it has power. And we as Native people always challenged our youth to conquer fear, to conquer food, and be the strongest person for the community and contribute what you can until you can't no more. And that's what we're doing to our last breath. You know, it's enough like worrying about the consequences of telling the truth. Let's tell the truth. We are prisoners of war. And watch us now. Because the war ain't over and we didn't stop. You may have took our dad or grandpa or whatever's, but they live in us.
100%.
Even more powerful than, like I said, they have more power there, I think. They're the ones pulling the strings on our.
Oh, for sure.
Yo, you're on the line.
Hello?
Yo, you're on the line.
Hey, how are you?
Doing good,
What's
doing
up,
good.
bro?
This is the
What's
LA
up?
Natives
Good.
podcast, man. What's going on, brother?
What up?
Hey, this is Sam Bam, and I was at your concert this past summer. I'm with an organization called the Native Kids.
Okay.
I really
What's up,
love
bro?
what you guys do. Why isn't there more concerts like this coming weekend in LA?
Well, that's
My
what
second question is, how come there isn't like restaurants or food products that we could get natural from our native people here in LA? I came from New Mexico. Every time I go there, I always eat my native people's food, Navajo land. Well, here in LA, we don't have nothing. Why is that?
I think you can answer that, right, Zero?
Well, I mean,
Tell him, bro.
it takes it. You know, the concept I had for Malinali was very like it was more of a prayer. You know, it wasn't like I'm trying to be a chef or I'm trying to do this. It was like a prayer that said, we need to give this food back to the people of Turtle Island, not to Mexicans, not to Aztecs or whatever, to the people of Turtle Island. So I had this vision about, you know, putting these trade routes all together, and that's what happened when I put the mineral powder together. And then the second thought was, I need to take these to the reses. I need to take this powder to the reses. I need to give this to their youth. Because you're right, Dakota, we don't need to be the overpopulation of this planet to be in charge of 80% of it. But we do need to love each other. And that brother, Chris, that was explaining how much love he feels at Malinali. Well, that's the intention we have, you know. And I hope somebody from New Mexico gets inspired to create a restaurant. And if I could do anything to help, then I will. Because that's where they can't beat our unity. And they think unity is we need to wear the same uniform and we need to think the same way. That's a false unity. You need to be yourself and know what's right and be committed and do what you can. And that's it. We do that. No colonials, no elites, no black nobilities, no Vaticans, no any of that. Right? Yeah.
Collectiveness does not mean conformity.
Yeah, exactly. It does not.
Well done,
it means
bro.
diversity because you got to get it up. The Zapatistas, when in Chiapas, they said, un mundo que contiene todos mundos. One world that contains all kinds of worlds. Doesn't matter. They had a hard time because they were like, oh, well, half of the people are Catholic. So, do we have a common vision? Do we all agree on these rules? Then that should have no bearing on what we're doing. And they created a unity that still inspires people today. As a matter of fact, the reason I wear my ski mask is in homage of them, right? To be collective, and that's what happened when they all wore the ski mask, is they became one, right? Like an anthill. Yeah. And everybody had its own responsibilities, and we do too. Yeah. But it does take a lot of effort. It does take money, and I appreciate your effort, Dakota, because
thank you, bro.
I mean,
I appreciate it.
I told you, I think I told Jesus that Los Angeles, you have to make friends with it. You have to come here once, and okay, we know you. All right, they kind of go like this. And you come again, and it's like, oh, what's up? And then they extend the hand, and then you get a little handshake out of it. But you come a third time, and now you're hugging. Now you're part of the tribe. Now we walk together, and I think it should be that way. Nothing's overnight.
100%. Trust, right?
Yeah. I say the vision that we have collectively, or at least my vision, is 100 years down the road, and I won't see it. I won't see it, but I don't need to see it. I need to contribute to that vision. I need to make sure that vision gets to that 100 years. Because to build a temple does not take 100, 200, 300. It takes 1,000 years.
Yeah. It does. It's true.
Yeah. It takes 1,000 years of commitment, families.
Yeah. And you look at the state, they're young.
Yeah.
And you look at the economy, it's breaking down.
Yeah.
Colonialism is not sustainable.
It's not. No. They have to go to our ways. No. They have to try to figure out, and you can't exploit our ways. No. Our ways were designed through nature. Nature gives us what we need, and we only take what we need.
Reciprocity.
Reciprocity, yes, sir. So, really quickly, those who's just tuning in, mid-podcast, April 15th, this Saturday in Los Angeles, Land Back in Los Angeles, Decolonial Clothing, pop-up, Malinali Superfoods pop-up, amazing headlining artists and special guests all the way from the north. Shout out to everybody involved working to put this together. I'm just on live for the Decolonial Clothing Instagram, so come through if you're in the Los Angeles area. It's, Land Back in the house. We're just going to spread that good medicine, continue to connect with each other. Currently giving away one more pair of tickets. So do we still got that call on the line, or was he?
You know what, guys? This is an epic event. The phone number is right on the screen, 818-270-1844. We're giving away our last pair of tickets. Our last pair of tickets, man. We already have George Cannon already locked in. We have a other person locked in. So this is our third pair, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, guys, call in 818-270-1844. Feel free to ask a question. We want to hear from you guys. Shout out to the chat, right? Zero is fucking lit.
Yeah, brother. No, look, what we're building here with LA Natives is a Turtle Island, unification center, right? This is the vision. You're not just coming here to play shows and go home. You're coming here because you planted seeds, and I'm going to take care of them. Right? And then when you come back, it's going to be a bigger house. You're going to be like, damn, we have a bigger house now. And then it's going to get bigger, and we're going to get bigger. And this is the place where you blow up the idea.
Hello. Are you still on the line?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, what's up, man?
What's up, my brother?
Hello, Tom.
Last
what's good?
Tickets. Do you want to go to the show tomorrow? Hello? Did it hang up?
Yeah, I think the call got cut off. 818-270-1844. Get your tickets, man.
Yeah.
Get your tickets. Call in.
And those that show up tomorrow, not tomorrow, but Saturday. Those that show up on Saturday, these brothers come from far, and they deserve your attention. If you can afford, buy some merch.
Oh, okay. Head One has a question. Did he still win his pair of tickets?
Oh, were those it? Oh.
Okay, yes, and we'll give away one more.
Yeah. So, hey, Head On. We already got you on the guesses. You're VIP, brother.
You're in, bro.
You a plus one. You're good.
You're good. You're good, Head On. You asked 2 questions.
Shout out to Poca One. She's in the chat right now.
Shout out to Poca One.
Shout out.
She's gonna murder that stage.
Yo, she's
talented.
Yeah,
bro.
she got bars, and her flow is tight. I mean,
very dope, man.
When I heard that she was gonna be on the flyer, you picked her. I was like, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, but now we're gonna kill them with it.
Yeah, let's go.
Yo, shout out to Joaquin Thunderbird in the building.
Absolutely. So,
Al Red Dog.
Yeah, just
Kalari B Love.
We got. Let's come together in a good way, you know, and really go. Do your best to try to support the individuals that are coming out here from so far. Make that experience memorable. Make them want to come back. Like, look at what happened with Dakota. Like, he's already back. You know,
Shout out to the Indigenous cats.
Absolutely.
During
Are
the
they?
chat.
Oh, dude.
Shout out Infamous Red. What's good, bro?
What's up, bro?
Yeah. Indigenous Cat. Shout out Complex and his partner.
Shit, you can see that, bro.
Yeah, bro. Got good eyes. 20/20 vision.
There you go.
I can see the vision. Listen.
Well, you guys want to share some poetry? You want to share something?
Yo,
bro, there you go.
Do it. Yo, he share a song. Peace him.
Share some.
Bless
Share
him,
some.
bro.
Absolutely.
Bless
Share
them.
your art, brother. This is a little preview of what we're gonna
The
get.
real
on Saturday.
piece him on
Should we share
Instagram.
with him today?
Here we go.
The real piece him on Instagram. He's gonna share some bars with you.
Absolutely.
See what we got for you today.
He's gonna give you a little something special.
When I think about freedom, man, it's looking different. I'm writing down the feelings when I get them visions. Cause I see the picture clear, but nobody listens. Maybe they blinded by their fear, maybe they just conditioned. Egwa ega memok. I just keep on going. I know the white is favored, but I feel my freedom flowing. Cause the system cannot hold me, man. I know just where I'm going. See my purpose, no one with it, no one's perfect, but I'm giving it my best. Kings manifest.
Oh,
yeah,
that's dope right there, man.
Fire. That's a
Some
little
bars
preview.
right there, man.
That's a little preview.
Yes, sir.
Here we go. Saturday, April 15th. Jesus.
Yo,
Dakota Bear.
shout out to everyone tuning in. Shout out to the chat. Always subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're subscribed.
LA
Share the
Natives
video.
Podcast.
Comment on the video. Follow Dakota Bear on Instagram, guys. Follow him on Bands in Town. Follow him on Songcake, Spotify. Do your due diligence. Come out April 15th. You know, it's a rare performance, especially with Dreezus in town, right?
Yes, sir.
This lineup is like unheard of in Los Angeles, you know?
Are you guys going to perform Circles?
Of course, bro.
There it is, bro.
So, and some
no, well, because we had some,
Yeah.
we had some fans asking, "Hey, are you guys gonna perform it together?" Of course, man.
Bro. Like,
You got to hit.
We were in Calgary in Treaty 7, and we were doing a show out there, and it's just like the energy was just crazy, bro. Like, I was doing my thing, and then I brought him out, bro, and like as soon as they heard Circles, this went nuts, bro.
Yeah,
you
bro,
know, it's just like I didn't realize like when we made because me and him been meaning to link up for some time, you know, and it just the stars aligned, bro. You know, I sent him the beat, sent it back to me like literally the next day, and the first thing I heard when I opened it, I love me some comments, but love my community more. I was like, oh shit, okay. Wrote that verse, bro. Sent it back, and it just moved so fast.
Yeah.
Like, all of a sudden he was out there. We were in the studio. And we actually took that was his verse. So we took that verse and we made it the hook. Cause like, bro, that's the first thing that they have to hear is I love me some commas, but love my community more. Like that's the realest shit. So we took his verse, made the hook, then he had to go back, make a new verse, come back in the studio. This is all in the span of like a few hours. Come back, drop his verse, and then we went to shoot the video. Cause we only had like 48 hours, like less than that, bro. So we all put that together, put it out there. And then that's what sparked that Circles Music Festival. Wow. Because there was just so much good energy and medicine that we shared. And like, you know, let's do this. And that was also coming off the Cancel Canada Day, the Orange Shirt Day, you know, Cancel Canada Day event that we had held because there's just so much energy there. It was like, you know, and there's so much youth there. We're like, because me and my wife, you know, and our team, we were organizing that, you know, co-organizing that. And we're like, yo, so we got to do something like that, but bring that message to the music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And bring it on a big stage. I was like, yo, let's get the biggest stage we can get. Like the festival, because when we do the festivals, we'll get to the little small stages. They'll put us on like the side stage shit, bro. Like they'll give us like the little like PA speaker when you got the big fucking SL 300, like the big, you know, festival speakers. And we're like, yo, I don't care what it's takes. Like we gotta get the biggest stage we can get, the biggest fucking speakers, bro. Wow. We gotta round up youth that never really been on a stage, put them on a stage, showcase them, uplift them. We gotta get people out there, and we put that on. And yo, shout out Tasha. because yo, she actually she hit me up after. She's like, yo, I got the perfect place to throw a music festival. She took me there, and I was like, yo, this is, and it's never been done before. At that, in the heart of Vancouver, in like a soccer field, it's like AstroTurf, where like Muniao, like white people just play soccer on, like not a multi-use. It's just like in the middle of the city. Never heard before. Like when you do festivals, it's like around the city. Like you can't get that spot. But we weren't asking or nothing like for permissions, because we know leaders in the community from the territory. So that, you know, we're like, okay, we're gonna work together, we're gonna make this happen.
Wow.
And it was like not until like 4-5 days leading up to that event that we didn't know if the gates were gonna be locked or not.
Yeah.
Because they were like, yo, we're gonna lock the gate. And I was like, yo, we're gonna turn that to a fucking protest, and we're gonna throw the speakers over the thing, and we're just gonna do the event. And then like 20 like just days leading up to the event, I guess the top person that manages the parks or whatever, the word got all the way up to him, and then he was like, I've been to Dakota Bears rallies. Like, let him use the fucking park.
Wow.
Like, he let him use the park, bro. Like, get full permit. Boom, open the gates, give me the lights, give me the power, and we're good to go, bro. Like, it was
Okay, so we have a question from Leslie. She's asking, does Dakota Bear have merch to sell at the event?
Yes, we brought some decolonial clothing, and it's going to be at the event alongside some amazing, beautiful vendors, indigenous vendors, Malinali Superfood, some of the artists. So come through, come get some gear. Come.
Another question: do you have the red hoodies?
I don't think I got the red hoodies. No, I just put some together, like a lot of land back stuff. You know, a lot of land back stuff. But we dropping something new soon.
Cool.
And there's gonna be a meet and greet. Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
shout out to Tasha again, because it's gonna be, so you'll be able to meet the artists. That's why we love you, Tasha. We're gonna be able to meet the artist. You can come through and meet us at about 6 p.m. And we're not charging for that. It's just, you know, come through, meet us, take some photos. Let's, you know, share some medicine, and it's gonna be community. You know,
dude,
meet and greet 6 p.m.
That is a gem right there, brother. That's like love. That's mad love right there. You guys got to show up and really, you know, receive the medicine that these brothers are bringing, because it's a powerful, you know, podcast right now. You know, it's a powerful community intention, and there's a lot of, you know, look at the chat. It's like blowing up, and you got your followers. So anybody who's coming from Dakota Bears camp that's on the podcast, join us, because this is the way we're going to build the community.
Yes, sir.
And know that, you know, this guy right here is one of my chiefs right here, man. He sits at he always has the right seat to sit in my communities,
it's an honor
because
to be here, bro. Thank you.
You know, you do things so professionally, so humble, and it always turns out really well.
Thank you, bro.
Look at what we did for Indigenous Peoples Day.
A few weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was people are still talking about it. So this is a nice follow up. This is a treat.
Yeah.
You know, Dakota Bear, you know, we were trying to convince him to come once a year, and he's back, and he wants to share medicine. He wants to shake everybody's hand.
Yes.
And he wants to appreciate that you buy his clothing and that you think his clothing's cool, and that's how we keep these artists alive.
100%.
Yeah. So thanks for coming, bro. I appreciate it, bro. Like dude, anything you need from me,
love
bro.
out here, bro. You guys showed me love out here, man. I didn't expect it. Like when I first came over here for that first show, I didn't even know what to expect, bro. I was fucking nervous too, man, because like coming like to a new spot, let alone like Los Angeles, and we didn't meet before. We were just talking through the Instagram and all that, you know, and it was just to see the way that you guys move in the community, and having that like straight up like Indigenous, the sage burning, medicine going, my eyes were burning because medicine was just flowing, you know. So I was like, you know, this is exactly how I envisioned, you know, coming down here and connecting. So I just want to say like respect to Armando. Respect to you, Zero, bro.
Absolutely.
You know, undergroundhiphopblog.com, you know, LA Native Podcast, you know, everyone that was involved in bringing me down and making that first connection. And like we said, man, we're just building, you know.
Yeah, we're just starting.
South, like,
we're just starting. Me and Armando already have
the tickets are $15 online. Someone's asking. We all know Rhymefest is like 500 miles away, right? Zero?
Yeah.
Like, if you can't make it to Rhymefest, this is where you need to be.
This is the new
Rhymefest right
This
here.
is the new underground. Like, underground in LA became like almost mainstream. You know, even though they were never going to be on Universal or the big boys, but they would get distributed by them. But they still want, that's the thing, is like, you know, like we were talking earlier, sometimes indigenous people just want to be a hip hop artist, right?
Mm.
I know them,
Well,
I've met them.
And there's a thirst of fans out here that want dope hip hop in general. Like Dakota Bear's in town. He's one of the dopest hip hop artists right now in the
dope
independent
lyricists.
circuit.
And we just heard some
especially
dope
from
lyrics
Canada.
from brother over here.
So, and Dreezus at the same time, guys. Like,
but this
downtown LA, the tickets are $15 online. But if you call in right now,
And it's still affordable
818-270-1844, we're still giving
got
away
two
one
more.
more pair of tickets. No, one more pair of tickets.
Oh yeah. And so, like, this is the new underground, in my opinion, because this is what they had to do back in the day before they started getting these little tiny deals. You know what I mean? And blew it up to what it is now. But you have to move forward into time. You know, we can't stay nostalgic forever. And I felt comfortable with putting this event together because I felt like the people that listen to our message will be there.
So people are asking, is there parking there?
Yeah,
Lots
there's
of
tons
parking,
of parking.
bro. Very accessible. It's
Yeah.
very accessible.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. It's right underneath the 6th Street Bridge. If you want
No
an
stairs.
experience, this is what I mean. Like
Parking.
shout out Tasha because she found that the space. You know,
We have a caller, I think. Yo, are you there?
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the LA
Welcome.
Natives
Welcome.
podcast. Hey, do you have any questions?
It's me, Vexa Chillot.
Oh, okay.
What's up?
Buenas noches. Hey, I just wanted to see if I can get those tickets. I
There
have
it
two
is.
people
Yo,
coming from
Dakota, are you
Seattle.
feeling generous right now?
Very
man?
generous. I feel very generous.
Okay, and these are the last pair of tickets, man. This is a very special pair of tickets right here.
Well, let me tell you, I'm coming to support with my family, but the tickets are for some relatives coming from Seattle. So I
Seattle?
want to make sure that we treat them right.
How many people do you have coming down here from Seattle?
As of now, 2.
Well,
They just
there it
got free
is.
tickets.
DM us on Instagram, LA Natives Podcast. Send us your information. I will follow up with those tickets. You got those pair. Those are our last pair of tickets, guys.
Amazing.
Thank you very much. Oh man, we have another caller. Who knows? Hold on. Just remember, DM us LA Natives Podcast.
thank
We will
you.
go ahead and get you those tickets. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Hello.
Blowing up right now.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you.
Are you on the line?
Yes, brother. Piali Waitonali, how you doing?
Oh,
how you
what's up,
doing,
my
bro?
brother?
Good, brother. I love all the good work that you guys are doing. This is Malanali Kali Masat. I'm calling from Central California, and I met you at the Mexican New Year in Nella at the park.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, dope.
Nice.
And I just love the good work that you guys are doing, bringing both all people from California, North, South, Central together, the indigenous people from all over Turtle Island together. It's a beautiful thing. And it felt like paradise there. We don't have to watch your back or trip off another brother who's brown skinned like yourself, you know. So it was magical. I just definitely want to speak out from somebody who has tons of family in Southern California but grew up in Central California, and I just felt the welcomingness of your guys' warmth there, and I showed up for 2 of the days, and I was just blessed to be there and experience such positivity.
Well, Zero, I think that was the whole intention of us organizing events, right?
Well, yeah, we have to create our own spaces. We have to acknowledge our brothers that come from far away that are connected to us because they're sharing their language, their clothing. We're creating we're waiting. We're not waiting for anything. And I'm glad that the brother could come to our events and feel that way because that's the whole purpose of LA Natives Podcast is to create a space for the brother that lives in Central California and the brothers that come from far north and in the middle of Canada, which is the prairie lands. We need to create our own spaces, and we have the power and the ingenuity and the talent and the wisdom to really make this happen for our community. So thank you so much for sharing your experience because that's the kind of experiences that we want to encourage a whole tribe of people. Like the next time Dakota comes back, we should be like selling out the Palladium or something. You know,
let's go. That's the energy we need, bro.
Someone said, "Yo."
We're just
So
talking about
there's a comment. Oh, are you still there?
Yeah, brother. Thank you so much for the space and like I said, you know, Yoso Tasso Makati, bro, from the heart, deep gratitude for everything you and the brother do out there in your area. It was just so beautiful, brother. Thank you.
Oh man. Okay, so are you in the LA area this weekend? Do you want the tickets, or should we give them to someone else?
No, I'm in the Indigenous Empire area this weekend, so yeah, I definitely would take the tickets, brother.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Dakota, he wants the tickets.
Let's go.
You're done.
Let's
you got
go.
him. DM us on LA Natives
DM
Podcast.
us on Instagram, LA Natives Podcast. All your information. I'll go ahead and follow up and send you those tickets, brother.
Thank you, brother. I'll do that right now.
All right.
Absolutely. Yo, this is a good show, right? Zero. Oh.
This is.
Hey, it's always a good show, bro.
Yeah.
Hey,
No.
let's get it, bro. Good energy.
Shout out to all of our devoted LA Natives podcast listeners and viewers, especially the ones that watch us live, right? So, because we have hundreds and thousands, or if not thousands of people watching our episodes, listening to us through the streaming services. But Zero, it's just a special connection when you're watching us live, right?
Right. Well, you get the goodies, you know, the tickets, maybe some clothing, an ability to talk to Dakota Bear and his tribe that comes from, you know, the prairies and different parts of Canada. And you get to hear the stories of success, because when you can shut down a city on one of the most important days of Canada, make a statement and continue on, you know, that's like, you know, it just opened up for you. Remember, like the dude opened up the gate, gave you the permit, and like was like, let's go. And that's what I mean, that I think the elders on the other side are more powerful, because they have to let you suffer. They have to let you do that, because they know that you have the strength to come out of it. They have to. We all go through those journeys. Struggling with addiction, struggling with alcoholism, struggling with depression, struggling with all those things. But they're meant to make us stronger. Yeah, it's not for nothing. Exactly. It's not for nothing.
So
that's it. That's an album cover. It's not for nothing.
Before we have our last words, we have a fan here that wants us to reintroduce yourselves. So
yeah,
go ahead, Dakota.
Tanse, my name is Dakota Bear. My spirit name is Sipikasu Piesu, translates to Blue Thunder. I'm Nihya from the unceded lands, the Treaty 6, the prairies, the plains. I'm Cree. All the way up here. I'm a hip hop artist, but I'm also co-founder of Decolonial Clothing. And these are my brothers from up north. I'll let them introduce themselves. To my right.
Watse Bismo Kanipa Masdata Wasas Nisigason Maskuchi Sotinia Wapistan no Kitita. My name's Poor Child stands with the sun as my traditional name. My name is Bism. I'm from the Musqueam Cree Nation. My English name is Richard Smallboy. You follow me on Instagram, The Real Bism. I'm a lifelong learner. I'm a ceremonialist. I'm a Nehiawak at heart. You know, that's how I live every day. And I'm a poor, pitiful human being. It's an honor to be here.
Respect. Follow him on Instagram.
Abuashtino Dukinya on Wahangthie di Dakota from Paul's First Nation with Nimni.
Tell them.
Treaty 6 territory. So-called Canada.
That's right.
So
that's right. Yo,
I'm your Indigenous singer. Gonna lift you guys' vibrations up, you know, make you feel better, bring you closer to Wakantanka.
YB Dakota.
So we are. So bless up and grateful being here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys.
Boys,
the ticket links are on our Instagram bio. Just click on that link tree and you can get the tickets there. What a great show. Any last words, Zero?
Yo, I just want to thank Dakota Bear for making the trip. I want to thank the brothers that came in today to share their message and share their heart with us. You know, the brother kept saying that he walks the path of the heart, you know. We heard the medicine from the Lakota. Yeah. That I was about to say that. You know,
close it out.
Same frequency.
I felt that.
Yeah, we're gonna close it out with the brother singing us out and
Land back,
April 15th.
Saturday.
The community's gathering.
Come out.
We're becoming stronger. There's nothing they can do. Nothing. Springtime is inevitable.
You get this live. You get this medicine live.
Absolutely.
It's gonna give you a little
Absolutely.
something.
All right,
Let's before you just stand back because you have a powerful voice. You're good. You're good if you stand back. Go.
Okay, this song I'm gonna share with everyone here. I want you guys to turn it up in your radios and your car, stereo. The song is a ceremonial song. It's for our people, so I want it to be heard everywhere, right? These songs, they're not from anybody. They're from the Creator. I was told that from a medicine man. I was like, is it okay to share these songs? He was like, sing them loud and proud. You don't hear these anymore. So I'm gonna share this song and just turn it up.
Oh.
Let's turn it up.
Oh.
Get it, bro.
On behalf of all Turtle Island, our original family, may we all come together on April 15th, have a good time, have a memorable time, and connect with the community of love that walk the heart way, the path of the heart. Thanks again, my brothers, and we'll see you Saturday.
See you there.